Hello and welcome, Christopher from Adventure Van. Today we have not so beautiful views because it's raining, so I had to go under the bridge. And I want to present to you brand new Renault Master with a four-wheel drive from Overland, which we have produced, which we converted to a camper van. And this will be a short presentation, and also I will explain you why suddenly we are making Renaults, because we're the Sprinter guys and we did some Fords and so on, and suddenly there is a Renault Master. But this I will leave for later. I'll just show you a very quick tour of this van. So it's a brand new car. We've wrapped it with 3M foils just to give it a little more aggressive look. We didn't paint them yet because as a brand new body, it's kind of it's not so necessary, but it's cool but not necessary. So the owner of this van didn't want a paint job, and this is one of 5 exactly identical vans which you will be able to rent at www.expeditionvans.eu. This is a rental van, so it is equipped with LED bars, solar panels, CB radio to connect with all of the vans together if you would like, for example, rent all of 5 of them with your friends, so you can always contact yourself. They all have 2-inch lift kits. They have BF Goodrich all-terrain tires. They're equipped with cassette toilets, so here is your cassette removal. So on the outside they have spare wheel carrier with spare wheel. And we have some boxes. There's a mount all with aluminium box in which you will find your chairs and outside necessities. Very soon there will be a rack for bicycles here. We are not ready with this yet because it's very slick with time and materials, but most important for everyone probably is the interior. So let's go inside and let's take a look. As always, our aluminium cabinets with bamboo blending. I'll take off my flip-flops so I don't mess it up. We have swivel seats. We have in all the new Masters this is the top version, so you have this multi-control touch panel, touch screen. You have like a kind of a reverse camera which is always on, so this is like a rear view mirror actually here. If you reverse, the screen pops there. Swivel seats, really big table. This is a table which is 80 on 50. That's a huge table that will serve well 4 people, and this area is really huge. I mean, seriously, this is the biggest possible lounge. Let's say this is actually a lounge now, which you can find in camper vans, because usually here you have really less space. And look at it, how much space I have here. These are very comfortable seats as well, so they have 2 positions. You can just put them back a little bit and you can drive in comfort. So forget this kind of a very silly seats that you see usually in camper vans that are like, just like straight and like that. Bamboo cabinets as always with aluminium framing, LED lights everywhere. So this is a Webasto cooker. And this is diesel operated cooker. That's a fantastic thing. Very less electronics. Usually all these camper vans are loaded with the screens and everything. I hate that. So here we have just a standard Victron Energy battery monitor. We have freshwater tank monitor. We have our Maxxer operation here, and we have our Webasto operation here. So that's it. The rest is here in your phone. All of the vans that we do always have this, so why should we all loaded with screens here when all of us, we all have touch screens here, so we can turn on our inverter. All of these vans have 1600 watt inverter, so you can just turn it on with an app and turn it off, switch off. You can monitor your wait a minute. Let's go again. I'm in a rush because this van is already rented and it drives in about 45 minutes for the first journey, so I'm kind of stressed. So you can always monitor how much your solars take and how much they produce. That's really cool thing from Victron. And this, as I said, this is a really cool thing. We have some drawers here for some necessities. We have you know, like the beds, the 2-story beds. You sleep a little bit crossed on the top bed, like a little bit like that, and on the down bed I'm 185 and I can sleep straight. The reason we did 2-story bed is that we believe that, you know, it's much more convenient than making a bed here. Imagine you're with your kids and they're sleepy and you have to work on your laptop. So here you have your space, your lounge for work, and your children, they sleep on the top, and you like don't like, you know, disturb them and they don't disturb you, and you can really easily use this van. So the next 2 vans, we have 3 identical vans here, like this one, and next to they will have a popped-up roof, and you will be able to sleep on the top, and here you will be able to sleep a little bit lower, and you will have a little bit bigger garage. This car and the other cars, they are all round, all season round cars, so you can use them winter, summer, all year long. But in the winter time, much more, you will use this one, because, you know, popped up always have like some heat losses. So if you would like to go somewhere when there is -20 outside, you have to choose this version. All of the vans have LED lights here. They have USB ports in every bed. There is a 230 volt port in the lower bed section, but it can reach also the top bed. And we have the bathroom. It's really big bathroom here. Here we go. This is a really big bathroom with cassette toilet. The reason we did it like that is that we don't cut any constructional poles or beams in any of these cars, and the Master is very hard car to work, so we had to lift up the toilet a little bit on this aluminum kind of a step to be able to make, you know, the cassettes to go outside. Otherwise we would have to cut constructional beams, which in any type of car, that's the not good thing to do. So we have hot water, which is generated from the engine through a Webasto boiler. We have some ventilation, lighting, airlines, holders for towels, holders for your soap and shampoos. It's a very simple car. We love simple builds. We don't like to make them complicated and, like, you know, difficult to use. At the moment we don't have the front curtains, but they will be here like that. You will just roll them like this. We don't have them because of the COVID times. All of the, you know, materials, they are all like delayed with time, and it's really hard to build at this time of you know, of the COVID. So we have, as always, our thermo-isolated shades, which have mosquito nets, so you can pull them down, open the mosquito net, open your window in the night, turn on the Maxxer fan, and you can sleep in comfort. So pretty much that's it. It's a classic build, you know, and this is our model car as well. Oh, I forgot about the fridge. The fridge is from Webasto as well. Everything here is from Webasto. So we have Webasto heater, Webasto cooker, Webasto boiler, and Webasto isotherm, clean touch, little freezer, and fridge, which can be turned on pretty much all year round. Because this car, when drives, it generates power, it charges batteries. When it stands in nice sun, it charges from the sun. It has 230 volt charging station, so if you go to the campground, you can just put your cable on and you can use it. So the reason we chose Renault Master is Mercedes-Benz, as you know, finished 3-liter engines. So from the new year, actually from now on, you cannot order 3-liter engine, and this was our favorite thing in new Sprinters. Other thing is that they stopped production from 4-wheel drive, as we know. So the 4-wheel drive in Mercedes now will be some kind of a hybrid which they create, and it won't have low gears. And in a van like that, low gears is a very important thing. It's really crucial. So what happened is Renault some time ago spoke with Oberreigner, the same company that builds 4-wheel drive for Mercedes, and they said, hey, make one for us. So generally you have nearly the same four-wheel drive here like in Mercedes Sprinter, but you have power distribution of 50-50, and in Mercedes it was 35 front and 65 in the back, and it was much more like an all-wheel drive. This is much more classic four-wheel drive, so you cannot use it on ground like this. You can use it only in really off-road, so you can use it on wet grass, snow, sand and mud. You don't use it on hard ground where there is a really good traction, so asphalt and kind of a gravel like that, because you will be able to destroy it obviously. And it has some low gears. Oh, there is a car driving. So it has some low gears as well, and low gears you can use pretty much all the time. Just a second, I have to let the guy go. I have to close the doors. So I let them go, and I will be I will be recording. So back to the point. So the four-wheel drive actually is much better configured than in the Sprinter, because you can separately use four-wheel drive. You can use your low gears on the asphalt or just with the back wheels. So if you go somewhere like really hard in the mountains, you know, you can just use it on the asphalt. So that's a really cool thing. And the most important, it has a real diff lock. It has a real differential lock. It doesn't have like electronically operated ABS kind of a lock. It has a diff lock, so it engages itself if you are in the conditions of a wet grass, for example, and we would like to go on this mountain there. And we did a test like that actually. We went on this mountain when it was really slippery. It turns on itself from about 10 to 15 kilometers per hour wheel sleep, and really this is like a mechanical lock. So this is a really cool thing about Renault. I don't like exactly like the shape of the body of this car, like the overall shape from the side and the back, but the front is really beautiful. I love the front of this car. It's really mean, it looks good, it's like a bully. So it's really cool. Only minus of a van like this, it's a long ass, let's say. So it has a really long ass, so in a harder off-road conditions you have to take care that you don't damage something there, or you just don't like hang on it. It didn't happen to us yet, but generally what we did a 2-inch lift kit, so it's now it is much higher than stock, and now it's working perfectly as an expedition van, as an overland van, as a vehicle of this category. This is a really cool car, and this is the only car that will replace well the Sprinter. The Sprinter will be available in around 1.5 year from now, to buy in Mercedes with 2-liter engine, and then you will be able to go to Overland and they will transform the car with the permanent four-wheel drive, and that will happen in 1.5 year. It will be more expensive than it was now, and if you want to go to Egelhout or to Achleitner, you have to pay 35 to 45,000 euros netto for them to convert the van to four-wheel drive. That's a really hard money. And this van, brand new van with the highest specs possible in Poland, it costs 45,000 euros. So that's a really good price. The engines, they are known from international expeditions, international transport. They are known to be really good and reliable cars. So this is why we've chosen this van to be our next product, our next specialization. So this, what you see here, this is possible to order in our company in this shape, in this van, with pop top and single bed or 2-story beds. And that's it. You don't need anything more than that. So I hope you like it. Christopher Adventure Van. See you next time.